And thanks for inviting us in. It's now 11 o'clock, and we want to begin with these new developments in the Delphi murders case. Tonight, the state argues that Richard Allen's convictions should stand. Teenagers Abby Williams and Libby German died more than 9 years ago. Richard Allen is tonight serving 130 years for their deaths. Our Alex Almanza has been digging into the reasons. The Attorney General says Allen should stay in prison. Alex?
Scott, I've been reviewing this nearly 100-page brief. The state is really doubling down on Allen's confessions, arguing they were voluntary and not forced. They're also making it clear they believe the evidence is strong enough that this conviction isn't going anywhere.
Abby Williams and Libby German, two names this community has carried for years. But now their case is back in the spotlight, not because of what happened in 2017, but because of what could happen next. In a 94-page filing, Indiana's Attorney General pushing back on Richard Allen's appeal, arguing his conviction for their murder should stand. Prosecutors say Allen's confessions were voluntary and not coerced. Allen's attorneys are asking for his conviction to be overturned and say he's entitled to a new trial, arguing there were problems with how evidence was handled and whether his statement should have been used in court. But the state says the trial was fair, the evidence is strong, and Allen's own confessions are valid. They argue even if there were issues, they were minor and wouldn't change the outcome of the trial.
So the next step in this appeal, Allen's attorneys have at least a couple of weeks to respond from the filing to this filing from the state.
Will they all go back to court for a hearing, Alex?
Yeah, they could. And the state says that oral arguments in an appellate case are rare, but either side or the court itself can ask for them. So the judges could also skip that step and rule based on the written beliefs. There's no deadline for that ruling, Scott.
All right, we know we'll be following that. Alex Almanza tonight, thanks.